All right, speaking of the pharma sector, the American Medical Association coming out in full support of the House healthcare bill. But my next guest says his fellow physicians may be missing the mark. Here in the First on Fox is Dr. Donald Palmisano. He is the former president of the AMA and a member of the nonpartisan group, the Coalition to Protect Patients' Rights. It's terrific to see you, Doctor. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Alexis. And let me give thanks to all the veterans today. I'm a veteran myself, and I had the privilege to take care of those veterans returning from Vietnam when I was chief of surgery at a Strategic Air Command base, and I salute their courage fighting for freedom. So I just want to give that homage to them. Wonderful people.
Oh, Doctor, well said, very well said. Let's get to the issues here. I'm so anxious to ask you a litany of questions.
Yes.
What is wrong with our healthcare debate? I feel like we've gone off track. We've forgotten where we were when we started this conversation 6 months ago.
Right. Well, yes, Alexis. I think, first of all, we have to deal with the facts. And I'm personally not against health system reform, nor is the Coalition to Protect Patients' Rights. The AMA, I'm not speaking for the AMA, but I did attend the meeting that just ended in Houston. The AMA is in favor of health system reform. But doctors showed up at the AMA meeting, there were over 1,000 doctors, and the debate on this particular issue was in the committee that comes up with a recommendation. It lasted over 8 hours, and the microphones were filled with people giving views. So a lot of different views. And what came out of that meeting, you can find that on the AMA website, but some very important things came out of that meeting. Number one, the AMA leadership must advocate for health system reform consistent with AMA-specific policies, not just a general view. Number two, the House of Delegates voted to actively and publicly move to get the right to properly contract between patients and physicians, put the patient in control and allow the patient. That's longstanding AMA policy. And number three, it was made clear by the AMA president that the AMA did not endorse, despite all the media reports, despite people in Congress saying that, they did not endorse, and they do not endorse 3962. They support 3962, and they're working to improve it. Now, let me give you my thoughts and the coalition's thoughts. And by the way, it's not alone with us. The Medical Association of Georgia and the neurosurgeons, they have over 50,000 people, and they were at the AMA meeting with their representatives, and they also spoke out on these same points. And what we're all saying is that we think the Georgia doctors and the neurosurgeons and the coalition, we think that we ought to end up with a system where the patient is in control, the patient owns the policy, and the doctor is the trusted advisor. And the bill that's in Congress is just, the one that came out of the House is just too large, with too many things in there that take away the power from the patient. And we need to have a system that saves money in the system, and you only do that by putting the patient in control.
All right, Doctor, everyone has skin in the game. What is your motivation here? What is it that really irks you about this conversation?
Well, number one, you need to let the doctor and the patient have their communication and the treatment decided between them, with the patient making the final decision. Right now, we're under price controls. All that does is lead to shortage of doctors, shortage of the service. And the government thinks we save money by reducing the payment to doctors and hospitals. That never works. Let the government pay whatever the government thinks they need to pay. We're going to end up with Medicaid for all, not Medicare. We're going to end up with Medicaid.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Doctor. I don't understand this. If we're talking about a 21% cut in Medicare reimbursements starting next year, one has to ask, will there be enough doctors to care for the amount of patients who are going to go into Medicare?
No, there will not be enough doctors, and there'll be doctors retiring early. There'll be doctors limiting their practice. There'll be doctors saying, right now, if a patient says, please forgive the copay in Medicare, I can't do that. It's against the law to do that. I can't forgive it. Right now, if the patient says, I'm willing to pay you the extra $25 you need in order to make this cost efficient for your practice, can't do that. That's not allowed. I have to get out of Medicare for 2 years in order to do that. That's not fair.
Doctor, play it forward. We've only got 30 seconds. What is our health system going to become if this legislation passes?
If this legislation passes as it came out of the House and the current Senate version, it's going to be a disaster, I think. what we're going to end up with long lines and rationing down the road. And I'm really concerned about it. I've said this in 1976 before the Health Subcommittee of Ways and Means. I said it when I was AMA president. And so nothing's changed in the views that I'm putting forth. And I believe we all need to gather and stop doing personal attacks and talk about the issues, because personal attacks never advance the issue. Let's get everybody talking with civility and put the real facts and not studies that are push polls and so on. Let the people of America decide, because after all, it's in their best interest, and we want to keep the doctors in practice. Thank you very much.
All right, Dr. Palmisano, thank you very much. As we mentioned, former AMA president, thank you very much. Good to see you.